everyone, I'm Rashi Chahal, clinical dietitian at Rosewalk Hospital, and I welcome you all to this National Nutrition Week. The idea about celebrating this week is just to create awareness. Yes, we all keep hearing and we all keep reading to so many articles that talk about what is nutrition. As this year's theme suggests that we should really start focusing on the right kind of food exactly from the start. So once your baby is born, the first food that we give to your baby is just mother's milk. After that, we start weaning the baby. While you're trying to wean the baby, it is my advice to all the new mothers that please introduce all kind of grains so that the baby learns different kind of textures, and then eventually will develop its own taste and likings and dislikes around the food. But if we do not introduce it in early years, it becomes very difficult for them to adapt in the later life. Going forward, once the babies are in school, they're toddlers, they have different requirements. So not only it is important for us to keep in mind that we have to make sure that there is enough calories, there's enough proteins, or there's enough food coming in their days, but we also need to look out for the smaller pockets in their diet. So your food digestion happens in presence of a lot of micronutrients. Your body is able to function much better in presence of a lot of micronutrients. So when we talk about micronutrients, it is basically your multivitamins, minerals, and your water. So you need all of it to make sure that the digestion is happening correctly. There are a lot of skin changes that we see when the kids are stepping into adolescence. A lot of acne comes up. There can be skin changes that you see, could be because of deficiencies of B vitamin, zinc, and vitamin A, C, and E. So please make sure that you're bringing the natural sources in their diet. Whatever is available to you locally, you should incorporate in your diet. For vitamin C, it's your seasonal fruits. For vitamin A, we have pumpkin. If you can't get pumpkin throughout the year, you can always use pumpkin seeds, and so on. For vitamin E, there's all your egg and poultries, and for your B vitamins also, egg and poultries are the best sources. But a lot of millets are also enriched with these multivitamins. Now, usually we see anemia, especially when the girls are stepping into their menstrual cycle. It is the best time for us to make sure there's a lot of iron that comes in. Your millets, especially your amaranth, is a very good source of iron. All your green leafy vegetables are a very good source of iron. Now, when you're including so much of iron, you have to make sure there's adequate amount of vitamin C present in your diet. So please do not forget to squeeze that lemon over your salad or over your dal for that meal. Now, talking about when you start growing a little older, a lot of us develop bone pains. So that is a time when it is indicated that probably you're running low on vitamin D. So include your vitamin D supplements. The natural ways of getting vitamin D is sunlight, but these days a lot of foods are fortified. So please read through the labels very well when you're actually making the purchase. Another thing that I would that really happens is a lot of women actually complain of muscle pains. Muscle pain also happens at a certain age, which could be a result of deficiency of vitamin D and selenium. So it is best to check with your doctors and keep your supplements going. Thank you all. Stay tuned for many more nutritional bites here.